In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew highlights wealth building and social programs. Total destruction in Carriacou and Martinique in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, and stampede in India kills 121 people, most of them women. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. I'm Scotticia Hendrickson. Nationally, Prime Minister the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew highlighted his administration's effort to enhance the economic well-being of the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis during the July 2nd edition of the Round Table at Koi Resort. Dr. Drew outlined key initiatives for wealth building and economic security, including increasing public sector wages and the minimum wage, advancing pension plans for government auxiliary employees, implementing social security reforms, and launching a children's finance and education program in September 2024.
Building wealth is critically important. That is why this government has pushed for increase in wages and salaries. That is why we are pushing for the pension for our GAE workers. That is why we are pushing for social security reform. That is why we are pushing for the children's finance and education program, which will start in September. We are putting permanent, sustainable things in place to secure our people.
He highlighted the government's extensive subsidies on water, electricity, cooking gas, petrol, food, and basic cable to mitigate post-COVID inflation. These subsidies total well over $250,000, with social safety net spending representing 25% of the annual budget. Dr. Drew reiterated the government's commitment to its citizens' well-being, acknowledging that while challenges remain, efforts to improve lives continue. He also stressed the need for economic diversification beyond the Citizenship by Investment Program, or CBI, to achieve a sustainable island state. The Social Security Board has initiated a series of collaborative meetings to address its Social Security reform agenda. These reforms aim to bolster the Social Security Fund, ensure long-term financial stability, and enhance benefits for the working population of St. Kitts and Nevis. This initiative highlights the board's dedication to inclusivity, transparency, and stakeholder engagement in shaping the future of the nation's crucial security safety net. The consultative process began in June when the fund's actuary, Derek Osborne, visited the island. During his visit, Mr. Osborne, along with Social Security Director Christopher Luad, conducted targeted meetings with staff and key stakeholders. These included senior advocacy organizations, labor unions, business associations, the church, the self-employed, and the general public to gather specialized input and develop collaborative solutions. In July, the board plans to expand public outreach efforts concerning the reform. Key initiatives will focus on enhancing understanding and appreciation of the fund's solvency, improving service delivery, and addressing the workforce's changing demographics. Corporate Communications Manager Camila Lawrence mentioned that additional initiatives such as community and town hall meetings, social media and online feedback, and other community-based activities are being implemented to ensure a comprehensive and inclusive approach. The St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board emphasizes the current solvency of the fund and assures the public of its commitment to a transparent and responsive approach throughout the reform process. For more information about the reforms, actuarial reviews are available on the Social Security website at www.socialsecurity.kn. 26 participants received certificates of completion of the Nevis Department of Education's 2024 Prospective Teachers course, aiming to become the next generation of educators on the island. During the closing ceremony on June 28th, Principal Education Officer Londa Brown urged graduates to give their best as they embark on their new careers. She said, and I quote, "I want to thank you for your interest in teaching. We want you to bring the best version of yourselves. Bring your best selves if you are hired in September, as we help you master the balancing act that is the 21st century teacher," end quote. The course covered essential topics for teaching, including the teacher as an individual, investigator, instructor, and civil servant. Participants were also trained in using online applications for remote learning. Graduates Michaela Maynard and Sherilyn Williams reflected on the training, describing it as informative, interactive, and thorough. Education officials, including Zanoa Claxon, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, and Education Officer Mr. Juan Williams, attended the ceremony to support the new graduates.